What is up, everybody? Tuboversity here today, and we have to talk about Mortal Kombat 1 for the Nintendo Switch. This game is in a lot of controversy right now. Apparently, this current version of Mortal Kombat 1 is running really terribly on this. Well, it's not running terribly, so to say. I haven't really seen any complaints about that. It's just the visuals look horrendous compared to the PS5 and Xbox versions or whatever. So I don't know what people expected from this. Like, the Switch is old at this point. The Switch came out in 2012, 2013. When did the Switch come out? No, 2017, I believe. 2017. Is it? I don't know. The Switch is old at this point. It's obsolete technology. They need to take the Switch out to the shed, get the shotgun ready at this point. It's like, it is what it is. I don't know what people really expecting with this revelation right here. I'm not shocked by this. My Nintendo Switch is only for first party titles, the Marios, the Zeldas, the Donkey Kongs. Other than that, nothing else touches the Switch unless it's like a RPG or a cel shaded game. I know that's not gonna take up. I don't care if it looks visually demanding, or indie games. Other than that, like I don't know what you're expecting if you buy this game on Nintendo Switch. Like, this game is it's not on PS4, Xbox One. It's only on Xbox Series X, PS5, and PC, and Nintendo Switch, obviously. But you kind of got to blame yourself, to be honest. But for those who have not bought it, and you just first time hearing about this, you think the visuals going to be amazing. Well, here you go. The visuals is a big difference, big gap in visuals. This is the PS5 version of Johnny Cage. He's doing like a fighting stance, getting ready, looks kind of angry. Johnny Cage on the Switch looks a little bit sassy. Let's look at this. This is Scorpion on a Nintendo Switch. I mean, this one isn't as bad. I like, this one isn't as bad. You just say it's less detailed than the PS5 version, so that's not as bad. This one is the one I've been seeing trending the most, where his facial expression looks absolutely crazy. His eyes are just bugging out his eye socket. So this is the one that's been shared around the most. This image right here. That's a big change right there. So if you don't want to see that, don't buy the Switch version. This is one of the characters as well. I forgot what her name was. I think it's Lee May or something like that. This looks horrendous. The Switch version looks downright bad, atrocious. Ed Boon. I don't know why Ed Boon decided to release this game on the Switch. I guess the last game did extremely well for the Nintendo Switch. I know they released the MK11 on Switch. I think that did extremely well sales-wise. So they say, hey, people are going to buy this game again on Switch, but this, for $70, this is definitely a robbery. I agree with this statement. $70 is definitely a robbery when it looks like that. But then again, who is buying this on a Switch? Like, if you got a PS5 or Xbox Series S or PC, why are you buying this on a Switch anyway? Unless you just really want to play this on the go, or you only have a Switch. I don't see why you would buy this on a Switch anyway. But then again, people do the most craziest things. Unless you want to do a fatality and it starts looking like this. What is this? This is so bad looking. Oh man, this is Melina. Look at this goofy face. She looks like a vampire from Redfall in that game. Had terrible visuals and animations, but I don't know who this is. This looks terrible. I don't know what character this is. At least, yeah, that's one I shared the most. The image right there. Who? I don't even know who this even is. Who is this? The visuals are so depressed. It's so downgraded at that point. Like, I don't know how CD Projekt Red got the Witcher 3 to run on the Switch, but they are some miracle workers right there. How much can we expect from NetherRealm with this game on the Switch? It's like the Switch is old technology at this point. They need to announce Switch 2 immediately. It should have been announced yesterday at this point. So I don't know what people are expecting about this. If you're gonna spend $70 on this, you're getting ripped off. Unless you just want to spend $7 on this just for maybe the memes or the laughs about this. Because people have been sharing some hilarious stuff with this Switch version. Like, you just want to see hilarious like facial expressions. This seems like a ripoff for $70. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm not buying this for $70. I don't know why most people are buying third-party games, big budget third-party games on the Switch. I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me. Like, if this game is on the PS5 and Xbox Series X, why'd you buy this on the Switch? You should expect it not to look the greatest. So I don't know. But if you're shocked about this is causing some big controversy about this game. Me, as a person who owns all these consoles, I would never buy this on the Switch. But, you know, each their own, I guess. I learned from my mistakes when I got MK11 on Switch, but this is somehow so much worse. No idea how they're okay releasing a game looking like this. I don't know. I guess they just say, hey, people gonna... I don't know who is the audience buying this on the Switch? I don't know. Who's the audience exactly? Reptile has seen some crap while working with Shang Tsung. Okay, that's Reptile in that previous image right there. Yeah, that looks terrible. I don't know how it got so bad. MK11 wasn't as terrible on the Switch, and these photos are before any patches. Okay, so this is Nintendo Switch version of Mortal Kombat 11. Yeah, this isn't as bad. You just see there's less detail, but it's not as bad as how this new one is. Yeah, I mean, it still looks horrendous. Like, there's like very little detail in the Nintendo Switch version. But then again, people pay $60 for that game, so I don't know. If you're just begging for triple few battles on the Switch, like you should know what you're expecting at this point. Like, I don't know if you're really being ripped off at that point. Like, I think if you buy this on the Switch, you should know that the visuals aren't going to be on par with the current consoles. Switch players be like, at least it's portable though, and it's super blurry. Poor Switch gamers, yeah. I mean, you do got some amazing Mario games that kind of makes up for it. Like, you got 2 big Mario games coming out this year, so if you are a Switch owner, I would avoid this game. Buy it on a better console. Don't buy it on this. I literally don't know who's the market for this game for the Switch. Like, who is the market? Oh. We have Mortal Kombat at home. Mortal Kombat at home. That is horrendous. Jeez. That face. I can make a better face with Play-Doh. Probably. No one should be mad at multi-platform deals when Nintendo is using hardware that was outdated at launch. Yeah, the Switch is old at this point. It needs to be put to rest. We need to have a Switch 2 at this point. Feels like they removed the face animations from the Switch version. Was it a bug though? I don't know. They look shocked by something. I knew this was going to happen. I mean, I don't know what people really expected from a Switch version of this game. Now, if it was like a cloud copy where you could just stream the game, sure, it wouldn't have been as bad. But if you got a native version on a Switch on that weak hardware, then expect it to look not as great. Like, that's just obvious at that point. Again, that is just the damn devs. So people are blaming NetherRealm. I don't know who's to blame. Nintendo with weak hardware or the devs. I don't know. I think you have to make a miracle work to make this look great on the Switch at this point. So, I don't know. Not my problem, though, because I'm going to be playing this on the Xbox Series X. So, I'm not playing it on the Switch. It's like you're just begging for trouble at that point. But I'm going to conclude it right here. No need to beat a dead horse. Avoid the Switch version at all costs if you can, because it's not looking great. Or unless you just want to see faces like this, then buy the Switch version. I don't know. Do what you do. But definitely want to see your thoughts down below. Leave a like this video. As always, thanks for watching, and peace.